Carrie Bates.
Tori Bottomley.
It's that wonderful time of the year again.
Indeed.
Ipswich Illumination.
Yes.
So excited.
Yes,
so
it's going to be
excited.
a spectacular season of illumination.
Yes, and it is a season because
Indeed.
it's several weekends with a pause in between.
Yes, yes. So it's tide dependent, as you know.
Yes.
And so when we establish the dates for illumination, we've been consulting our tide charts. And the first weekend in the downtown area, upon the theme Harvest, Hearth, and Home, October 17th and 18th, and then I'll speak a moment to what's happening on the 19th, which is revolutionary. On the 17th and 18th, in the downtown area, we've got music on the main stage. Our illumination arrows will soar toward heaven. We've got Godspell coming from the Ipswich High School Theater Department. And over at the Hall Haskell House, there'll be some of our old favorites with Shadow Dance. The gallery is being curated by Climate Resiliency, so there'll be value add and enrichment going on there. So lots to do. On Friday, the activities start, I think, at 5 o'clock, but I'm pointing you all toward Gordon Harris's really beautiful website and schedule for the illumination for details. But you know, the arrows fly at evening in that balancing moment when the light of day and the dark of night are in perfect balance. And then, you know, they carry on from there. So, and then Saturday, things start a little bit earlier in the downtown area because we're all caught up in this harvest feeling and spirit. Our friends at the Three Sisters Garden Project, who just opened their new headquarters over at Washington Street, yes, at the end of Hammett Street, they're going to be having an open house. There'll be pumpkin painting. There'll be soup for sale. I think the beer truck will be there. And then at the other end of Hammett Street, the Ipswich Fire Department, for whom we will be forever grateful, couldn't do illumination without them. They are having an open house on Saturday the 18th. So check out those activities. And then as evening draws near, you'll want to head over to catch some of the activities that will be starting around 5 with the Ipswich Community Band in front of the Ipswich History Mural. Play Is the Way will be there with lantern making for kids. And what we have going on Saturday, which I'm totally excited about, is this stage which just evolves over the unfolding of the evening, where musicians play in different combinations. And they, you know, some of the musicians step on the stage, others will step off the stage, and the night is just evolving in this really organic neighborhood music making kind of way. So it really is ever so special. And then this is supposed to be the overview. Oh my gosh, I'm going into too much detail. So to tighten it up a bit, on Sunday, we've got The Revolution Continues at the Ipswich Museum. We are doing some living history theatrical productions where we will visit and meet with neighbors and friends from whom we are separated only by time. We'll be reprising J.T. Turner's Within These Walls, with new characters introduced, very important, as revealed by the Smithsonian Museum of National American History in Washington, D.C. You'll get to meet Whipple and Wise, Jenny Slew too. There's love letters to be heard, and beautiful music making, and Alan Minoin, the Ipswich Town Planner's got something special planned for us. So really, this revolutionary theme where, you know, we are confronted in contemporary society with many of the same challenges that our ancestors had to find constructive ways to solve and resolve. And so when I think of revolution, I think of the old record player going around and around. And so here we are again.
Yes, it's so wonderful how you loop in history and community, not only literally, but in terms of all the musicians. You are so empowering through the illumination events, and all the community is very grateful.
Oh my goodness. Well, let me not stop there because because then we have a nice quiet weekend in between. That will be when Godspell will be at the Ipswich High School, so you're going to get tickets for that. But then we reprise Illumination again on November 1st, Saturday. And for those intrepid New Englanders who pride themselves in their hearty embrace of willingly doing hard things, we invite you to be a part of the second annual Labor in Vain Challenge. Now, you may have wondered how that road got that curious name, and it has to do with making ground paddling against an outgoing tide. So we know on an Illumination night, because we've checked the tide charts, that there's always an outgoing tide earlier that day. And so we invite people to put in at Pavilion starting at noon. The starting time isn't really the critical time, because the real winning strategy is to calculate accurately, or as closely as you can, to arrive at the wharf at 2 o'clock. I think it's 2 o'clock. Forgive me if I'm wrong. It might be 2:30. Again, check the schedule on historicipswich.net. But anyway, the Labor in Vain band will be playing. There'll be a hero's welcome for those
I will gladly give the hero's welcome.
Yay!
And we had also thought about, since it's very close to Halloween, go ahead and costume up. We had a group of Vikings last year. It was hysterical. So have a lot of fun with it too.
Yes, costumes.
Yeah.
We invite you also, if you are so inclined, to wear costumes to our living history. The revolution continues. And when we're not saying they have to be necessarily from the colonial days, because, the 1960s was a fun era here in Ipswich before my time, because I didn't live here then. But, it'd be fun to see people wearing clothes from different eras in Ipswich history. Okay, so then this brings us now, oh no, we didn't even really review. So the lighthouse will be up at the wharf. We have some sea shanties that will be sung for us. Carrie Zagarella, because it's the day after Halloween, will be telling the ghost story of Harry Mayne. It's
the pirate.
Yes. Who lived on Water Street. So really, that's going to be thrilling. Ohm Drum will prepare us for the archer's arrows, which will again fly at that moment of evening. And
we'll have ships.
Yes, tall ships are coming. Thank you. And the Essex Shipbuilding Museum is bringing a series of old world hand-on woodworking workshops. So we can try to bang those square pegs into round holes, which is so metaphorically perfect. Yes, so lots and lots of wonderful things going on the Saturday, November 1st. And then, of course, this brings us to our closing ceremonies, which was Tori's fantastic idea, on Pavilion Beach. On Sunday morning, we start at 9. It's over at 10:15, so be on time. We have Ohm Drum Circle, a cracking hot beach bonfire.
Which you will very much appreciate before and after.
You? What is it that you're going to do? Take the plunge.
Oh, yes, the polar plunge.
The ocean.
Yes, and we're so fortunate to have this access to the beach. And over the years, recently, that population of polar plungers has increased. So it's an opportunity for us all to see each other, because I know we kind of plunge independently. We'll be around the fire, hear the drumming, get all warmed up, and then we'll have the color.
Crane Beach Color Blast, which happens in an instant. So that's super fun. And last year we did that right before people plunged into the water. But this year, because we have a really interesting, viable plunging subculture in our town at Pavilion Beach, there's an organization, Let's Sauna, who's got a traveling barrel sauna, and they are coming and will be on Pavilion Beach during the closing ceremonies. So again, from 9 until 10:15, and usually it's a reservation ticketed event, but for that period of time, it's going to be free and public for people to get a sense of what that is like. And that's a real luxury and a treat. So we're glad to be able to introduce people to that. And over the course of the winter, Let's Sauna will schedule times and dates, both at Pavilion and other attractive beaches in the region. So super fun to be partnering with them. Yeah.
This all sounds so wonderful. I can't wait for it to start, and I'm already sad that we talked about the ending.
Well, we're gonna,
But it's a wonderful, wonderful itinerary you have set up for us this year, Carrie. Building on what we did last year, but adding new things, and thank you so much.
Thank you.